if you are a small business owner, a contractor or a freelancer working in a limited company, in this video I will present to you the background in which you can get a company car in the most tax efficient way. As an introduction sentence, the more eco-friendly the vehicle is, the less tax you will pay. When we discuss about getting a company car, there are two things we have to consider. You can either get the car, purchase it on the business name, and that will be an asset to the company, or you can lease it. The major factor you have to consider whilst making this decision is, of course, your cash flow. Now, in order to get this car, you either have to pay the liquid cash from the company or you can arrange a finance. A second option would be, instead of purchasing, leasing a car from a leaser provider. That would just mean the company will be using the car for a specific amount of time, establishing an agreement contract. Then the car will be returned to the leasing provider. It is not an asset of a business, but it's an allowable expense. In order to get corporation tax relief for any operations that go through your limited company, they have to be wholly and exclusively for business purposes. Now, either that's a laptop or a phone or a car. This is where benefit in kind comes into play. The calculation for benefit in kind charge is the P11D charge price, which is the listing price of the vehicle, not its market value, times the CO2 emissions benefit in kind rate, times your tax band, whether you're a lower taxpayer 20%, 40%. The first one would be to get a pool car. So what is this? It's a car it's being parked at the business premises. All the employees can use it. No one use it for personal purposes, and it can be any sort of car. The second and most tax efficient route would be to purchase or to lease an electric car, just because the benefit in kind rate is very low, the lowest, which is at 2%. The electric car needs to have a mileage range of 130 miles per charge, per single charge as a minimum, in able to claim the 2% benefit in kind. If yourself, the business owner, are thinking to get a petrol or diesel car, a second-hand car, then it would be more efficiently to actually get the car in your personal name and claim mileage through your limited company. For example, let's consider the acquisition of an Audi SQ8 e-tron that has a listing price of £98,000. It's fully electric, so the benefit in kind will only be 2%. Now, as we look at the rates in our company car tax calculator, the vehicle benefit in kind tax, as we see, market value £98,000, percentage of tax 2%, benefit in kind charge, it's literally 2% of the listing price, and then tax payable at a basic rate would be £393 for a lower taxpayer, 20%, so this will be added to your self-assessment tax return, and £785 for a higher taxpayer. Now let's make a comparison with a petrol diesel car. Now, just for demonstration purposes, we are now comparing the car we have just looked at the numbers for with an Audi A8, which is a diesel car, new diesel car. The market value for this one is £86,000, but because it's not electric, the percentage charge for benefit in kind is 37%, which is a huge difference by comparison. So the benefit kind amount is £31,922, and as a basic taxpayer, you would pay £6,384 at 20% and £12,769 as a higher taxpayer. Now, as you can see, compare the two and you will understand why electric vehicles are a more tax efficient solution for owners that want to buy a company car.